Hello and welcome to my channel Untitled Chapter. In this video I'm bringing you the pick a card timeless reading, which pretty much has a message for you whenever you find it, and the only thing you really have to do is pick between the three decks. Obviously on the screen, on the thumbnail, you could see three beautiful butterflies, a fuchsia one which is representing pile number one. You also have the purple one which is representing the middle pile number two, and we also have the green one which is representing the third pile. So some of you might have already decided which one is calling you, but it's very simple. Just pick the one that you're feeling drawn to. If you're feeling that you are drawn to both, maybe there's a message in both decks. Or if you cannot decide, just simply watch the whole thing. Maybe there's a message in it in all of them. So, but if you need some time, just simply pause the video and continue when you are ready. And of course, in the description you're going to be able to jump to the one that you have chosen. Alright, so for the fuchsia or pink butterflies, the first card we have here for you is the Tower, which shows that you've been going through a quick sudden change when your whole world is collapsing, your world is turning upside down, and pretty much you need to build it up from the ground up. So this can be connected to many things in our life. For some of you it might be connected to a job loss, for others a breakdown of a relationship, or a restructuring as well. Like, maybe there's a restructuring going on at your work. Maybe you are trying to restructure your life and you're trying to get rid of old behaviors, old ways of thinking as well when the Tower comes in. This is like a quick sudden change, as I said, which brings you clarity, which frees you up. Obviously it can be uncomfortable, not necessarily, but it brings you enlightenment, and it frees you from a situation where you've been feeling stuck and where you didn't feel that things were evolving. Whenever the Tower comes in, sometimes we are in a situation where we just didn't make a decision. We just kept pushing out the decision making. And when the Tower comes in, practically the universe is making the decision for you, because it wants for you to have something better. So whatever this Tower is, try to embrace it, independently how chaotic is, because there's something new is coming out of it, and this change is definitely for your best interest. Now we also have here the Five of Pentacles, which is a card of feeling left out in the cold, the lack mentality, when we're feeling not enough, when we are kind of not trusting our abilities, and also when we're focusing on whatever we don't have. Now obviously these two cards indicating that you're going through quite a challenging time with the Tower and the Five of Pentacles, and I'm sending you hugs, and I hope things are going to be turning better, but you're going to be able to see from the rest of the card the evolution. So again, this can be connected to a breakup, this can be connected to a job loss, this can be when you've been single for a while, or you've been looking for a job for a long time and the market is hard, or even like connecting people is not so easy. But help is always available when the Five of Pentacles comes up. So if you need help, definitely reach out to people, a community, your friends, your family. And also with the Five of Pentacles, very important for us to take into consideration to get out of the lack mentality, because sometimes we are calling attention to our weaknesses, we are focusing on whatever we don't have, and there's a very easy cure for the Five of Pentacles mentality. Instead of focusing on whatever you don't have in your life, try to focus on whatever you have. Be grateful for all the little things. And I get it. It's hard because you have here that Tower and that Five of Pentacles. But the way you can turn it around is, let's say, take a deep breath and wow, you're able to breathe, right? You don't have to worry about that because you know that you're gonna be able to breathe. So if you're putting that positive mentality and try to see things every day, create some exercises where you are grateful for 10 things every day, you're gonna be able to see your mindset change. And anyway, try to do it. But let's see the next card. Now you also have here the Two of Cups. So Two of Cups is a card where two people come together. So this can be a partnership, this can be a relationship, a very strong connection between two people, a typical soulmate connection in love, where each party is benefiting from this relationship, but also from a business partnership, people can benefit from this. Again, this can be a commitment of some sort, a new relationship, getting engaged, getting married as well, or signing a contract, or and getting into some kind of a partnership, and that can be also employment contract as well, or business contract, or also when you kind of went through some difficulties, when you went through some arguments with someone, well, this card can easily bring that moment of forgiveness and a moment of reconciliation. And again, forgiving is also very important to kind of get out of that Five of Pentacles mindset, because you are releasing, you're letting things go, whatever hurt you. But let's see what's going to be the final outcome of this reading. We're going to look at the bottom of the deck and these two additional cards. But before that, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That's an indication that you enjoyed the reading and it helped you. And you're also helping me to make sure that the message gets out to those who need it the most. And for you, it is only costing a push of a button. So I hope that you repost those like and subscribe buttons. And don't forget about the comment. Let me know which one you chose, where are you watching from, and put in some positive affirmations. For example, this change is happening for my best interest and I accept it. You can also put in that I am grateful for everything that I have. So at the bottom of the deck, look at here what we have for you. That beautiful Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is the happiness after the storm. And here we have the storm for you. You can kind of see literally on that Tower card. So I think what's really great here, that after the difficulties, after the challenges, the problems with that Ten of Cups, not any kind of happiness will come into your life, but the perfect happiness. So this can be the perfect relationship for some of you. Others, it might be that perfect job opportunity where you might be even able to work from home. Whatever it is, you're going to be able to enjoy life to the fullest. Kind of like a happy life, happy family, happy at work kind of feeling. You also have here the unexpected joy from this deck. The unexpected joy brings you some kind of a happy news. It can be any kind of happiness. It can be a good news. It can be something that will make you excited. Look how excited he is. And of course, we can see those money bags as well. This card can bring you some financial help as well. Something that maybe you are not expecting, and you're able to kind of get some unexpected money as well. Now, from this deck, we have the Serendipity, a number 18, which is practically the lucky card. So when it comes up, you might be stumbling upon something. This is kind of like the being at the right place at the right time, meeting the right people type of energy as well. So some of you might be actually winning some money here. And I tell you why. So you have here the unexpected joy. You have here the serendipity, which is bringing you that luck element. And guess what? The Tower is not always bad. Because when you kind of win some money, well, that might be shocking or surprising as well. So think about, like, from that angle as well, and especially when you kind of see it here in conjunction with that serendipity and that unexpected joy that brings you some kind of an unexpected happiness or unexpected funds. And then at the bottom of the 10 of Pentacles, this reading is actually turning out pretty well. But also, if you're just focusing on relationship, you might be at the right time at the right place to meet somebody who's going to bring you that perfect happiness, or you might be out of the blue getting that great deal that you've been wanting. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. I'm very glad that it kind of turned out like that, and I hope I'll be able to welcome you again. Okay, so we are ready to go with pile number 2, the purple butterflies. So your reading starts here with the 3 of Swords. So 3 of Swords is a card of heartache, pain, when you went through some kind of a disappointment. Can be connected to a breakup, divorce, job loss, or anything that really hit you hard and was painful for you. What's really important here, that obviously those wounds are deep, but look at those dark clouds. Yes, they're dark right now, but they're not here forever. After the darkness, after the dark clouds, the wind's gonna blow them away, and the sun will shine again in your life. So try to embrace that it is temporary. The next card in your reading is the Hierophant, which is a card of faith. Have faith in yourself. Have faith in the universe, that the universe will guide you and help you. But also, this is a card of traditional values, and generally it can indicate learning something. So some of you might be studying or going back to school. Some of you might be making a commitment of some sort, or a community might be very important in terms of supporting you. Now, in terms of like a commitment, this is a typical marriage card, so can be connected to a traditional marriage or a traditional relationship that's based on these old values. So again, some of you might be getting a new relationship, or getting engaged, married as well. But this is also a card of commitment, not only from the love perspective, but also some of you might be getting an offer, a contract as well. And it can be an institution that is very well regarded, that has a really nice tradition. So it's not something that just started. The next card in your reading is the 7 of Swords. Now, the 7 of Swords is always interesting, because it can be the traditional lying, cheating, stealing, because he's stealing those swords. So there might be obviously that some of you been cheated, some of you lied to, or some of you have been misled by someone. And I think that's definitely the one that's hurting you with the 3 of Swords card. So when it kind of comes to that, like, obviously it's very important to be aware of that. It's also very important for you to think about new strategies, new ways of approaching a certain aspect of your life, because yes, he's stealing those swords, but why is he stealing it? Because he doesn't want to continue to fight. He wants to sit down and have more of a diplomatic approach. So whatever happened in your life, try to be a little bit more diplomatic, have a better communication, or think about new ways of approaching things. So in terms of if you're here for more of a career, try to think about it. How can you approach job search? How can you approach your career? How can you approach your relationship within the community, within the corporation or company that you've been in? But also from a relationship perspective, try to think about how can you How can you meet people from a different perspective, or lean on the community that you are part of? Because with the Hierophant, there's definitely a strong aspect element of community in this reading. But let's see what's going to be the final outcome. We're going to look at the bottom of the deck and those two additional cards. But before that, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That's an indication that the reading helped you. And you can also help me to grow this channel to make sure that the message gets out to those who need it the most. For you, it is only costing a push of a button, so I hope that you're to push those like and subscribe buttons. And don't forget about the comments. Let me know how this reading is resonating with you, which one you chose, and where are you watching from. And don't forget about positive affirmations. For example, you can put in, based on these cards, that I'm able to heal from the pain and the disappointment that I had in my life. I'm able to approach my situation and apply a new strategy as well. And I have faith in myself. So at the bottom of the deck, you do have here the Two of Swords. So Two of Swords can be connected to an indecision. When something obviously happened here, and some of you need to make a decision, and you just have a hard time making that. You're kind of going back and forth between these options. For some of you it might be job options, for others relationship options. Whatever it is, you kind of have a hard time of making that decision. So very important for you to listen to your instinct, listen to your inner voice, because deep down you actually know what the solution is. And also, there's this neutrality here. So some of you, if you've been through some conflict, which that Three of Swords can lead to, it can also tell you that there might be a ceasefire, because again, there's kind of this battling aspect. When you kind of look at here these cards, those two people going at each other on that Two of Swords, and then the Three of Swords, the pain that comes with it, and then the Seven of Swords, where you're kind of trying to be sneaky with each other. There might be here a ceasefire, or a moment that can give you that opportunity to approach the situation with a new angle. Now, from this card, the Lover came out. So in this deck, this is really representing a person. It can represent you if you're a male, or it can represent your lover if you are a female. But obviously this is gender specific. So for some of you, this is just representing you or your partner here that's kind of suffering, or somebody who is important in your life. Now from this deck, you have here number 17, the Fates card, which is practically telling you that whatever is happening in your life, there's not a lot you can do about it, because there's some kind of, the universe is meddling in with your life. So try to accept it, try to learn from it, because again, try not to blame yourself in any shape or form, because whatever is happening there's some kind of a plan here with the universe. Faith is intervening. So just try to accept it as she is accepting it. So that's all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I'll be able to welcome you again. Okay, so we are ready for pile number 3, or the green butterfly. So let's get started. The first card we have here for you is the Five of Cups. It's interesting, everybody seems to have like some kind of a sad element today. Maybe this is a time of the year. The Five of Cups is all about being sad, feeling lost something in our life, and we're kind of mourning that loss. This can be connected to a job loss, can be connected to a divorce, business loss, or losing a partner. So obviously this is a card of sadness, because we are focusing on that element of loss, and it hurts. But the main meaning of this card is to let you know that not everything has been lost. So yes, you went through difficulties, challenges, pain, but there are two cups. If she looks behind her back, look at that, there's way more in that cup or whatever this is than whatever was lost here. So try not to pour your soul into that loss. Try to see new things. Be open for new things, and turn your perspective around to focus on the opportunities, whatever this loss brought in. Obviously, if you have to, it takes time as well, but try to focus on the opportunities, because if you do that, something amazing is going to come into your life. The next card in your reading is the Queen of Cups. So Queen of Cups, it is a court card, can be a person, your energy, or just the general energy of the card. This is somebody who is very intuitive, somebody who is full of love, pays attention to her feelings and emotions and other people as well. Somebody who is like to help, so can be a leader, a leadership opportunity, can be a therapist, or just a person that is really ready to give. Love is definitely available for you, especially if that's why you are here when the Queen of Cups shows up. Pay attention to your instinct, your intuition, whatever it is kind of telling you. If it's telling you to go this way or that way, or visit a place, do it. Maybe there's something that's going to happen there for you. But also, some of you need to kind of take that role of helping others. But again, help is definitely available with this card. And the next card is the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is the card of planning, strategizing, and making a decision. Generally, it comes up when we are kind of yearning for some kind of a change. We kind of know that the whole world is in front of us. But something from the past is still holding us back. It might be a relationship. It might be a person. Those old feelings, those hurts that the Five of Cups is talking about. Might be a title, a position, or salary. But when the Two of Wands comes up, you might actually at the fork of a road, but you need to make a decision how you're going to continue your life. Some of you need to choose between two options, two jobs, two partners, whether you want to be on your own, whether you want to be going solo in terms of work or relationship, or you want to stay where you are. Right? Whatever it is, there's some kind of an option. But I think you're going to see what is the best way for you to move forward. You definitely need to pay attention to your instinct, your intuition with that Queen of Cups energy. But let's see what's going to be the final outcome of this reading. We're going to look at the bottom of the deck and these two additional cards as well. But before that, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That's an indication that you enjoyed the reading and it helped you. And you're also helping me to make sure that the message gets out to those who need it the most. For you, it is only costing a push of a button. So I hope that you already pushed those like and subscribe buttons. And don't forget about the comments. Definitely put into the comment where are you watching from, put into the comment as well how this reading is resonating with you, and also put in some positive affirmations. For example, that I'm able to see the opportunities that lie ahead of me, and I'm really in tune with my feelings and emotions. So the next card in your reading is the Message, which generally indicates that something might happen pretty fast, but also can bring you some updates, news, can be connected to travel, and also it might bring some positive evolution and some money as well. So you can expect some positive news that is coming towards you. And I almost forgot to look at the bottom of the deck. So the bottom of the deck, we have here the Queen of Swords. So Queen of Swords, again, it's another court card, can be your energy or just the general energy of the card. The Queen of Swords been through a lot a lot of challenges, difficulties, and she is all about protecting herself from whatever she's been through. But all those experiences made her stronger, more resilient. And this is also a card of clarity. So I think there might be some message that will come in for you that will bring you clarity. But this message, there might be like an actual news. But also I'm kind of getting from that Queen of Cups, you might get some downloads from the universe. And message can be in that shape or form as well. That's going to help you to move forward. And look at this beautiful card. We have here the milk and honey, which brings you this joyous, happy, prosperous moment into your life. This is practically when you are bathing in milk and honey, and you get that by being yourself, your true, authentic yourself. Whether you're looking for a relationship, whether you're looking for a job, just be yourself, and that's going to bring you this beautiful happiness, joy. Look how happy that little elephant is in that milk and honey. So you can expect that by listening to your instinct and getting those downloads. So that's all I have for you. I hope that you enjoyed this reading, and I'll be able to welcome you again.